بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So today inshallah we're continuing with Kitab al-Riqaq from Sahih Albukhari, the book on heart softeners from Sahih Albukhari. And we had spoke yesterday about, and the days before, on the chapter of how the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. And we had spoke yesterday and the past few days about how the Prophet ﷺ and his companions were living. And it was, of course, a life that we, time after time, hadith after hadith, we saw that it was a life where they abandoned the matters of this world. And of course, yesterday, for example, we mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ and his family, if they had 2 meals in one day, one of them had to be tamr. And then he used to sleep on a rough surface, we mentioned, and he never saw thin bread in his entire life or a full roasted sheep. And of course, this isn't because the Prophet ﷺ was not able to. Rather, the dunya opened up to them afterwards, but because he wanted to abandon the dunya and also teach his ummah this character. The next hadith is the hadith of Aisha. I think we read it yesterday, but no problem. قالت كان يأتي علينا الشهر ما نوقد فيه نارا إنما هو التمر والماء إلا أن نؤتى باللحيم يعني تصغير للحم. Narrated Aisha, a complete month would pass by during which we would not make a fire for cooking, and our food used to be only dates and water unless we were given a present of some small meat. So they'd go an entire month only eating water and tamr. The next hadith is also the hadith of Aisha, and you see that the Aisha is the one narrating all these hadith because she's his wife رضي الله عنها وصلى الله عليه وسلم. عن عروة عن عائشة أنها قالت لعروة ابن أختي إن كنا لننظر إلى الهلال 3 أهلة في شهرين وما أوقدت في أبيات رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نار فقلت ما كان يعيشكم، يعني قال عروة ما كان يعيشكم؟ قالت الأسودان التمر والماء إلا أنه قد كان لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم جيران من الأنصار كان لهم منائح، يعني عطايا هدايا، وهذه سنشرح إن شاء الله، اللي هي كانت لهم بعض الحيوانات التي فيها الحليب فيعطيها للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم هدية فيحلبها. جيران من الأنصار كانت لهم منائح وكانوا يمنحون رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من أبياتهم فيسقيناه. Narrated Aisha that she said to Urwa, O the son of my sister, we used to see 3 crescents in 2 months, and no fire used to be made in the houses of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is, nothing used to be cooked. You see, the last hadith was 1 month. Here, it's two full months. They wouldn't cook anything. Then he says, Urwa said, what used to sustain you? Aisha said, the 2 black things, that is dates and water. Except that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam had neighbors from the Ansar who had some milch she-camels, and they used to give the Prophet ﷺ some milk from their house, and he used to make us drink it. The last hadith in this chapter is the hadith of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم ارزق آل محمد قوتا. Here they translated it, they said, narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, O Allah, give food to the family of Muhammad. But quta is just food that suffices. Yani, the Prophet ﷺ is asking Allah that we don't be of those, yani, we just have what suffices us, that's it. Yani, not more, not less. And here he is making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be in this situation that he's in. And this shows that this is legislated as well. And the last hadith also is a virtue of the Ansar radiyallahu anhum, because they used to give the Prophet ﷺ this, and also in it is the virtue of giving gifts, that you give gifts to others. That's also something that is virtuous. And also in it is that a person checks on his neighbors and he gives them gifts and so forth.